Hello one, hello all, it's the gothiest ghost of them all, Casper in the flesh. And it's time for List Week! It's here, it's finally here. And this is the music I've compartmentalized, and it's gonna go honorable mentions, favorite EPs, least favorite tracks, actually the tracks I hated, the albums I hated, the songs I loved, the singles I loved, and the albums I love too of 2024. 2024? It's 2025! Right you are, my one outfit fedora wearing friend. That's why I don't have time to argue with your dumbass! Had to get that out of the way. But yes, this is honorable mentions. These are the albums that some I didn't love as much, but enjoyed very much. Some are albums that I loved, but due to the fact that I have a top 50 favorite albums list, they didn't exactly make the cut for the reasons of they didn't fit into the 50. Okay? Okay. No animosity. Enjoyed these. Let's list them off. We're going to start at number 7. Yep, we're doing 7 this year. We're going to start with Hiatus Kaiyote, Love Heart Cheat Code. While I didn't love this album, I still think their best playing and best songwriting lands on this LP. Honestly, on some tracks going more louder, more experimental, and sounding sweeter in some respects. And definitely going more experimental than their previous work. And really thinking outside the box topically too, like with Lawn Cat. And I did think there were some tracks here that were kind of bland. And I'm thinking if they've gone a little further artistically, what would that be like? But hopefully I find out on the next album or next EP, who knows? Next is Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard, Hit Me Soft. Although I didn't enjoy this album as much as her debut, When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, which is an album I think is excellent. You should definitely check out if you're a Billie naysayer. But there are definitely some bangers on here, definitely a multifaceted track that I thought was absolutely insane on here. And she has gone a little bit more of the distance vocally. I just wish it was more robust. I wish it was more conceptually driven, more focused. Because there were moments here I found to be beautiful, creative, energetic, and a handful of good tracks. I just wish she went above and beyond with her quirks here. That's all. At number 5, it is West Coast rapper Schoolboy Q with Blue Lips. While I didn't love this album, I did enjoy a lot of tracks on here. He's definitely going more meditative on here, more introspective on here when it comes to his lyrical territory. With some absolutely unhinged bangers and features on here, like Rico Nasty with Pop, 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 or Foe with Ab-Soul. And the anthemic anti-cop banger Pig Feet with Childish Major, and honestly an album I could honestly put snugly next to Oxymoron, which is my favorite Schoolboy Q album. At number 4, we are going with Nia Archives, Silence is Loud. Great liquid drum and bass album with a lot of great vocals, great hooks on here, really showing like she's more than this fantastic producer, but a great songwriter and good vocalist too. Like proving she wears many hats and is deserving of those hats. And I'm also digging the personal stories along the way, with great drum and bass grooves, dope samples, really catchy hooks, and bringing personality with melodies and music as well. And I'm looking forward to what she has next. And say what you will about Tom York and his views as of late, which I do not agree with whatsoever. But I do think this is a great side project from the band with The Wall of Eyes, which is actually an album I thought preceded its predecessor. However, an album that did not make my album of the year list, but I still loved it. You've seen my review. With great inclusions of art rock, krautrock, that is great, haunting, and also beautiful in a great way. And honestly filling in the gaps of the last LP. So yeah, check this album out. At number 2, High on Fire, Cometh the Storm. Yes, legendary sludge metal, stoner metal, High on Fire album right here. They're back with great riffs. Matt's vocals sound loud, pained, monstrous, thunderous and fiery riffs, and also adding inclusions of world music too. Definitely showing they are a stoner metal band, but also a very adventurous one too. At number 1, Pakistani singer-songwriter, composer, Aruj Aftab. I hope I'm saying that name right, with Night Rain at the number 1 spot. My honorable mention of the year. That's very beautiful and a very nocturnal record that I found myself being lost in and also enamored with at the same time. I just found myself being absorbed in this album's beauty, whether it's her voice, but also the sonic darkness too, and how ethereal it could be, how just entrancing it could be, and also provided with the depth of her songwriting and her topics as well. And yeah, those are my honorable mentions of 2024. And I know we're in 2025, I know, but once I get List Week done, I promise I will stay on top of my reviews, stay on top of my content, be more consistent, and get things done before the next year arrives. Hopefully there is a next year for this world. Hopefully. Ugh. But I hope you enjoyed these albums. List down your honorable mentions in the box. Okay? Caspa, honorable mentions. List week. Till we meet again.